The recycling club has gained 5 members every 2 weeks. Which of the graphs represents this scenario? So the scenario is comparing the amount of members added to the club every certain amount of weeks. So our independent variable here is the amount of weeks that pass by, and the dependent variable will be the amount of members the club gives. So we know from this scenario that as the weeks go on, as the weeks increase, our independent x variable increases, our members the club is going to gain is going to increase as well. So we're looking for that increasing movement with our graph. Now all 3 graphs show that, but we can automatically eliminate the graph for C because although the movement is increasing as x increases, y increases, we're starting out with negative values. We're in the negative quadrants on our graph, and we have to think there can't be a negative amount of weeks or a negative amount of members gained. Your lowest amount could be 0. So graph C is not a good representation of the scenario. That leaves us with graphs A and B, and to decide which one is better for the scenario, we have to look closer at the ordered pairs on the graph to see which ones will specifically tell us that not only is the recycling club gaining members every so often or every amount of weeks, or as the weeks increase, but rather the club is specifically gaining 5 members every 2 weeks. So let's look at graph A. At 0 weeks, it looks like there's 9 members, which is okay because we're not told enough information to know the initial amount of members of the club, so that's okay. But now let's see, in 2 weeks, it looks like now we went from 909 to 215. So we went from 9 to 15, we've increased by 6. So there's gained 6 members. Then after 2 more weeks, we have 421. We've now gained 6 more members. It looks like graph A is gaining 6 members every 2 weeks, which is not our scenario. Now let's compare that to B. Now B says there is 0 members, so maybe this is the very beginning of the recycling club. And if it's gaining 5 members every 2 weeks, we see 0, 0. Then we have the ordered pair of 2, 5, so that's an increase of 5 members. We then have 410, which after 2 more weeks, that's another gain of 5 members. So it looks like B is going to be the best graph to represent the scenario, making our answer choice B.